I'm here today to tell you a story because honestly, I haven't told a story in a hot second. Something personal to me, and I feel like you clearly should know about because it impacts your knowledge about me. So when I was a wee young babino, I was introduced to the idea of sucking my thumb, which essentially resulted in my front two big teeth going apart. You could essentially swipe two credit cards side by side through my front teeth. Maybe a few more, maybe a debit card, who knows. Essentially, all my teeth eventually shifted to the point where I had to get braces, but I'm going to tell a story before that. Another thing though, it got to the point where I was basically threatened with jaw surgery in order to realign my teeth because it was getting so bad. If I ever find pictures, you'll basically understand why it was so bad. But basically, you could slide a few financial plastic cards through my teeth, basically. So this story revolves around the idea of me going through multiple opportunities to correct my bad habit, which, may I add, was influenced because my father was one time pretending to do we were pretending to be babies or whatever with me and my sister, and he pretended to suck his thumb, and then that just became a thing for me. So there's a cause. Anyway, so my parents knew it was bad that I was sucking my thumb as a continued habit. I can't even remember how old I was. I was kind of old, not extremely old, but I was kind of getting to the point where it was bad for me to continue sucking my thumb. It was pretty bad. But my parents used a few different habits. They used tape on my thumb. They used that nail polish stuff, which tastes horrible, but I kind of evaded all of that because I was very persistent and I clearly wanted myself and my teeth to struggle for some reason. I'm pretty sure it was this thumb. It might have been either, but I did suck my thumb when I was a wee bab, so that was a problem. But I wanted to talk about one of the funniest attempts that my parents did to try to get me to stop. And it was recently brought up to me that this occurred a few weeks ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, that did happen. I need to talk about this because I was clearly very persistent. So when I was younger, me and my sister both had this fascination with horses. Specifically My Little Pony, the Generation 1, those weird looking kind of plasticky rubber, whatever, My Little Pony toys that you could get in the store. Well, there was one kind of just overall set. It was basically a Ferris wheel / roller coaster thing that you could get little My Little Pony figures for, and they could go on the roller coaster and go on the Ferris wheel, and I thought it was so cool. My parents either knew that I really liked this, or they were just oh, this is My Little Pony. She'll totally want this. So what we're gonna do is get it and then tell her if she quits sucking her thumb, she'll get it. And there's no cost to me whatsoever. So I was essentially provided the opportunity to get this free, really cool, really big My Little Pony set for free if I stopped sucking my thumb. However, as I have presented, I was a very resilient and strong-willed child who was you know what, no. I specifically remember looking occasionally in my parents' room and seeing it it wasn't even wrapped, so I could see what it was on top of one of their dressers, and I knew what I had to do in order to get it, but I said no. I legit missed an opportunity for a really cool toy because I decided to suck my thumb, which resulted in me getting braces, me having to wear a retainer, and me almost having to have jaw surgery, which, clearly not as great. If I could go back in time, I would totally tell my younger self to stop, but then again, how would that alter the future? I have no idea. That essentially is the story, and I know it's so concise and it's probably not that relatable, but I just wanted to show that younger me was very resilient and strong-willed to not stop sucking my thumb. And I missed out on one of the best My Little Pony toy sets. I'm disappointed in myself.